Well, Senator Diane Feinstein has returned to work for the first time since February amid calls for her to officially resign. At 89 years old, the California senator is the oldest member of the Senate, with Chuck Grassley second oldest by just a few months. While a lot of the criticism isn't just about age, it's more about showing presence in the Senate. Diane Feinstein's term is actually up in January 2025, and she announced in February that she doesn't plan to run for the Senate again, but 2025 is still a while away. Because Senator Feinstein took a few months off to deal with her shingles, the Democratic Party suffered when it came to making decisions and holding power. That's because the party only has a one-seat majority in the full chamber, so her absence was felt. The Judiciary Committee cancelled 3 markups because she was not available, pushing things back, especially when it came to committee Democrats nominating federal judges. While the Democratic Party offered to replace Feinstein with another party member on the committee, the Republican Party representatives turned down that idea. However, Senator Feinstein denied that her absence caused any headaches for the Senate. The Senate continues to swiftly confirm highly qualified individuals to the federal judiciary, including 7 more judicial nominees who were confirmed this week. There has been no slowdown. Several Democratic Party members have called for Diane Feinstein to resign, even if she has now returned to work in DC. In April, fellow California Democrat Congressman Ro Khanna wrote on Twitter, "It's time for Senator Feinstein to resign. We need to put the country ahead of personal loyalty. While she has had a lifetime of public service, it is obvious she can no longer fulfill her duties. Not speaking out undermines our credibility as elected representatives of the people." New York Congresswoman Alexandria OcasioCortez posted on news social media at Blue Sky, writing, "Senator Feinstein should retire. I think criticisms of that stance as anti-feminist are a farce. Her refusal to either retire or show up is causing great harm to the judiciary, precisely where reproductive rights are getting stripped. That failure means now, in this precious window, Dems can only pass GOP-approved nominees." Democratic Congresswoman for Michigan, Rashida Tlaib, also joined the calls, writing in a statement, "Because Senator Feinstein was absent, Republicans are passing legislation through the Senate undermining the right of our residents to breathe clean air. And with a far-right judiciary targeting our human rights, we are unable to confirm judges. Senator Feinstein must step down." All of this comes as Republican presidential hopeful Nikki Haley continued her calls last week for politicians over the age of 75 years old to take a competency test. That's a presidential promise the former South Carolina governor made should she win the election in 2024. Ms. Haley labelled Diane Feinstein as a trailblazer in an op-ed for Fox News Digital. She wrote, "She's a trailblazer who's made an indelible mark in public service, but it's been obvious for quite some time that she's in significant mental and physical decline. She's missed months of votes and clearly can no longer do her job. I agree with several congressional Democrats who say Feinstein should resign immediately and let someone else who is able to do the job take over. At 89 years old, she is a prime example of why we need mental competency tests for politicians."